Say hi. We're not going to need to say hi or do all that. But
Hello.
so if you're watching this, this is not our usual whatever. I'll be splicing this in just to be cute at some point, I'm sure. But this is how we play. We're just chilling, sitting down. We got our pad. This is just for the prelude. Um, at the start of every episode, I'm going to do a little recap and all that. I've communicated with several other podcasters, and they say it's a cool mix of people who enjoy like fan fiction, short fiction, audio stuff, and people who enjoy the actual play of Starforged. This is Whiskey. She's gonna keep us company as she always does as well. But I would just show this, just say this is how we play, and you don't have to have particularly great setup for anything. Just sit down, chill, and enjoy the game. So, and now we'll start proper. Oh,
Thank you.
there is a room serving as a holding cell. This is where Leon Artilis finds himself. His latest job, a heist of what he believed to be a routine security system, has spiraled into a nightmare. The door hisses open, and an imposing figure steps in. Mr. Kale, the head of the Cerberus's internal security. Quite the predicament you've landed yourself in, Mr. Artilis. A job's a job. I didn't sign up for unleashing monsters. I already said that. Kale places a folder on the table in front of him. This was a mother of two, an innocent worker in our facility, now dead because of your job. Leon's composure slightly falters, his eyes lingering on the picture. Kale turns the page, revealing several more victims, each with their own story, now tragically ended. Kale's voice hardens. Your simple heist caused a power outage, leading to the escape of several of our special projects. One of them has already began to wreak havoc outside the building's confines. Mr. Artilis, we can turn this into a mutual opportunity. You will retrieve our lost assets and infiltrate this chief of police city office. You will erase all records of this incident. Do this, and you gain your freedom, a clean record, and a lucrative position within the Cerberus Corporation that will make your former life look like poverty and child's play. Fail, however, or refuse, and you'll be responsible for more than just a power outage, as I'm sure the authorities would love to learn about your past and your talents. The offer is a poison chalice. Freedom, laced with guilt and manipulation. Leon sits in the dimly lit room. The folders on the desk in front of him with images of those lost staring back up at him. A stark reminder of the stakes at play. His decision will not just shape his future, but also the fate of many in the neon-drenched streets of Nexum, Arcadia. The doors close with a definitive hiss, sealing Leon's fate with the echoes of a choice yet to be made. All right, and that is where we will begin. Oh boy. All right. So the way this has worked is me and my wife have played several sessions, getting the hang of everything and figuring out how we were going to do the whole podcast thing with streams and this and that. We've gotten really into it. We've both made our characters well ahead of time and established and all that. In a future season or something, I'm sure we will do fresh characters and start everything from the beginning. But Beth hasn't played anything really like this. Neither have I. But I listen to several podcasts, Errant Adventures and The Bad Spot. Check them out. Their stuff is absolutely amazing. Give you a great idea of how the game works, as well as just the content and stories are just incredible. So I've learned a lot from them. I've reached out to both of them and gotten some tips and tricks and words of encouragement, which I'm greatly appreciated for, or appreciative of, I should say. And so we played, and this is definitely something my wife says that she's into and would like to do. She doesn't like to be on camera all that much, but she's more than happy to do the whole podcast thing and is wonderful and loving and supportive for all me and my creative craziness. So this is going to start out with my character and how he eventually meets her, and then we'll do a brief summary of our first adventures together, because we did record it, but we needed to find out how the audio and all that would work. So there was a bit of trial and error with that. So we're going to go through my prelude sessions, as it were, and then she's going to go through her prelude sessions, as it were, more so with her being on her own. But she wants me to do mine first, so she gets a little bit more of a handle on it. So we're going to go from there. Alright, so let's get the dice ready. So we have the book, we have
Reference guide.
the reference guide book. So we should be ready to rock and
roll.
Ba-dum-bum. Alright, so Leon is alone in this room, and he doesn't really have a choice. He's got to track down the asset, which is this big scary monster. Great.
He could just not at all.
Aren't you supposed to be the monster hunter? I don't know that. Alright. So, I think the first thing he's going to do is he's going to swear an iron vow. It's going to be track down Zyphora. I think we're going to call that a dangerous vow. And then erase security footage by hacking in the City Hall's Chief of Police's office and doing that. I believe... I think that's just going to be troublesome. That's just his... That's his bread and butter. That's simple. Get in there, hack it.
No, it's the getting in there part.
Yeah,
That's
the getting in there part is going to be the...
City Hall and Chief of Police. Good luck.
Okay, so we'll make that a two-parter. You're absolutely right. So break. No, let's not break. Get into City Hall and erase the security footage. Okay, we'll call that troublesome then too, because like you said, getting there is going to be the difficult part. All right. Well, he has 1 hour, so I think taking care of the footage would be the smart thing to do. So I think that's what he's going to do. All right, so I am going to roll for my vow. When you swear upon iron to complete a quest, write your vow, give it a rank, then roll plus heart. If you swear this vow to a connection, add +1. If you swear to a bond, add +2. Kale is definitely neither one of them. So we see Leon reach down. He has a very small, it somewhat resembles like a stiletto type dagger, but it's a slicing hacking tool. Hacking is in computer hacking, not hack and slash with a tiny ass knife. No. So he grips that, swears to himself to get into the city hall and erase the security footage. Let's see how this happens. Well, a 6 plus my heart of 1 gives me a 7, which beats a 6 and a 2. So on a strong hit, you are emboldened, and it is clear what you must do next.
Take plus two momentum.
My momentum now is at 4. And it is clear what I must do. All right. Well, so we'll say this means he knows where City Hall is. Let's see what time of day. It's probably morning. Or just before morning. I guess that would make most sense. So he's at a fairly good spot.
You would need to wait for a shift change if you do it in a shift change.
Well, I think what it is it's before anybody has really come in. So it's literally like skeleton night crew. So I don't have to worry about the guy being in his office.
And if you do it late at night,
I can't wait. In 1 hour, the footage will be archived.
Oh, well, good luck. Can't help you.
That's where it's gonna get rough. But we'll say that I tried to do this in the middle of the night. It went sideways. But based on that roll, I know where City Hall is. There's still the skeleton crew of the night shift. So he just kind of has to sneak in. And this will be the easy part. In theory, this is what he does. Never know how the dice will make it go, though. Alright, so I'm going to do a gather information check. There we go. Gather information. When you search for clues, conduct an investigation, analyze evidence, do research, roll plus wits. So, Leon makes his way through the neon lit streets. The sun teases its rise. Not quite there. The city's quiet. As quiet as the capital city can be. Leon sits outside the city hall. Takes a couple long breaths. And analyzes the situation. Oh, well, that's... So, my 2 plus 2 is 4 from my wits, which beats a 1 and a 3.
Oh,
All of these very low rolls and barely beating is it's not good for my heart currently.
On a strong hit, you discover something helpful and specific. The path you must follow or action you must take to make progress is made clear.
Okay.
Envision what you learn, then take plus 2 momentum.
Oh, plus 2 more momentum. All right. Momentum is up to 6. So I'm going to say this is progressing as we at least hoped / anticipated. Skeleton crew. Very little lights activity. Let's make an oracle roll. Is there anybody at the front desk? Like, actually at the front desk. Like, hello, welcome to the Cerberus Corporation. How can I help you? Not necessarily security. That's a whole separate thing we'll get into. But is there literally like a night shift clerk? So, considering what we just rolled, I'm going to call it unlikely. So, 25 or lower. And I got a 5. Of course I did. Of course I did. So that is a yes. Oy. Alright.
So what was the question again?
Is there like a night shift clerk?
Oh.
Like someone that you walk into and
Front desk.
they're like, hi, welcome to the Cerberus Corporation. It's Ass Early. How can I help you? Oh boy. Well, let's get a feel for this character. Let's roll up some first look. What would Ironsworn be without some nice, good old character rolls? 80.
Tattooed.
Oh. All right. Night clerk. Service corporation. 49.
Ill-equipped.
Nice. I'm digging it. Initial disposition 93.
Threatening.
Okay. That's if she sees me.
She has a name tag.
Oh, okay. 68. Let's make this short and sweet.
She is a he.
Okay.
Magnus.
Magnus. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not Agnes, it's Magnus. It's threatening. It's instantly threatening. We got
Magnus Shepherd.
Magnus Shepherd. So because he's ill-equipped, I'm going to say he's got his headphones on, earbuds. He's got his earbuds in. He's kicking back, not paying too much attention. So I think there's a chance that I could sneak around him. I think that makes sense. So he's kind of chilling back. He's not security. So it's, like I said, 4:30 in the morning.
That's why he's ill-equipped, because he's not security.
It's not expecting much interaction. All right. So I'm going to do a stealth, which would probably face danger using shadow. When you attempt something risky or react to an imminent threat, envision your action and roll. So Leon carefully approaches her, kind of opens the doors little as humanly possible. It's very little cover, but there's very little light as well.
Rolling shadow. So with deception, stealth, or trickery.
Yep, here we go. Yeah, buddy. My 6 plus 3 is 9, which beats a 7 and a 1.
On a strong hit, you are successful. Take +1 momentum.
Hey,
Just racking up that momentum.
I am. All right. So Leon sees the person at the front desk and immediately goes, "Ah, crap!" And then kind of notices that he's bopping along with his earbuds in. Has a moment of yes, ducks down, sneaks off into the shadows. All right. Well, I'm absolutely going to call that progress. So I will mark progress, which I love. When you hit mark, it just fills it out. That's just great. All right. And so he gets there and goes down the hall. Let's roll descriptor and focus to see what the next part of the tower looks like, what the hallway looks like. So descriptor and focus. 100. Oh, that's wonderful.
Is violent.
I don't like that. Oh, I guess we're about to maybe potentially have to answer the security question. 71.
71. Root.
Violent root.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm going to say this absolutely answers the question. There are armored guards patrolling the hall. Absolutely has to be. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm going to have to do another face danger. See if I can sneak past them.
Okay. Shadow.
Yep. Oh, no. I don't like it.
What'd you get?
My 4 plus 3 is 7, which does not beat the 8. Oh, but it beats the 1. So a weak hit.
So on a weak hit, you succeed, but not without a cost. Make a suffer move. -1.
I'm absolutely going to call that spirit. That stresses my ass out. I'm seeing, we'll say at least a handful of guards like ground floor on the way up to the main elevators and all that. They have 4 armed and armored guards. So that's why the guy at the front desk didn't care.
Yep.
He really doesn't need to be security with 4 armed and armored guards. So, but I got there. A little bit of stress. So, sneaking past these rooms. I'm gonna say this is why it's so stressful, because this hallway, all the walls in this hallway are glass, so you can see into every room. Because that's cool for an office. It makes sense. Stressful as hell for me currently because I got nothing to
Nowhere
hide
to
behind.
hide.
But it's early enough where there's nobody there. So I'm not really trying to hide from anybody other than these couple of guards. So I'm able to bob and weave. Maybe I go into one room and come out another one, working my way down the hall.
Do an army crawl.
Yep. All right. I'm going to mark progress on that because that was stressful. Now the question is do I want to just take the elevator and risk it? See if I can time it and just go up the elevator, or do I want to try and go up the stairs and then have something
Stairs.
potentially go wrong there?
Elevator, they'll see and hear it if there's a ding, if there's a noise that goes along with it. That's way too risky.
Too risky. Okay.
That's if you want my input.
The little voice in the back of my head. Don't
The
do
little-
it. Don't do it.
The angel and the devil on each shoulder.
Which one are you?
Depends on the day.
situation. All right. I think I'm gonna have to just. So you're generally not supposed to just roll and re-roll and keep doing the same thing, but literally what I'm trying to do is just sneak into this building. So I'm just gonna do it again.
Until you have an actual encounter.
Right.
You're just
this is what I'm doing. So another weak hit. 5 plus my 3 of shadow is 8, which does not beat the 9, but does beat the 3.
So you take another spirit.
Or supply is a suffer move.
Yep.
Actually, I will suffer momentum. I will say that this just has to slow me down. The echoes of my heavy boots and the very resonant stairwell makes me have to slow my pace. Takes me several more minutes at the very least. I'm going to make a gather information check and see if I can figure out just from the stairwell where the security office is. Wits? Yes?
Yep.
4 plus 2 is 6, which beats a 2 but does not beat a 10.
On a weak hit, the information provides new insight, but also complicates your quest. Envision what you discover, then take +1 momentum.
Okay, so I'm back up to 7. So I am able to figure out what floor it is. We'll say it's like the 6th floor. 6 out of 10, or 6 out of 9. We'll say it's a 9 floor building. On the 6th floor is security.
And you are on floor...
6.
Oh, you are on 6.
Yeah, I was able to figure out what floor I needed to be just from being in the stairwell. So maybe it has one of those little tags. Security floor. Security offices. I poke my head out, and it's easy to say that there's guards. But, because I'm a masochistic bastard, let's make an oracle roll. Is the chief of police at his desk? Did he come in early, or does his shift start early or something?
So what's your odds?
I don't know. Generally, I don't know means 50-50.
I would say
But I'd
it's
say this is unlikely because of how early we're
That's
setting
what
this.
he has staff for.
Right.
He's not going to be there
Well,
as
we
early if
also
he doesn't
kind of
have to.
established, like, it's already unlikely that he would be here. So I'll just make another roll.
Unlikely.
Unlikely. Last time I did unlikely, it said, ha ha ha. So you thought. Wow. My last roll was a 5. This is a 4. So yes, he's there.
Special circumstances, I guess.
I guess so.
Good luck.
All right, let's roll on action and theme and see if there's something we can that sparks us about why he's there. Maybe he's not actually at the desk. Maybe he's just in the room. Maybe he's, or maybe he knows. I don't know. 58.
Investigate. Maybe he was given a heads up.
Yep. I don't know. I don't like it. 61.
Phenomenon. Investigate. Phenomenon.
Maybe he knows about the creature. Maybe that's why he's here. Because somebody called about the creature. Okay. All right, we can work with that. So he's definitely going to be checking the feeds. So am I going to have to try and remote hack?
You're going to have to, like...
Or am I going to have to subdue him?
You're going to have to, like, cut the power. Kill the breakers or something.
I know, but well, that's what got me into this problem in the first place. The problem is that sounds fine. I want to take care of the immediate problem, but I need to wipe out the security footage.
Is anyone in the room with him?
Unlikely.
Because if there's no one else in there, then you can do a silent takedown.
I'd say extremely unlikely, but is there an extremely unlikely?
Hold on.
Mythic GM, where are you?
Small chance.
Small chance? Okay.
Which is 10 or less.
Which what I've been rolling anyway. The dice hate me. Hate me. Hate me.
Did you get a 3?
I got a 1. I got the lowest you possibly could.
Proud of you.
Does that mean he has like a squad with him?
I would say, so how many people are with him then?
Oh my god. I'm going to roll a d6 and just take it.
What does that do?
It'll tell me how many people are with him. D6.
Oh.
He's not going to have more than 6 people with him. Like, they don't do that to me. This is already rough enough. 2. There are 2 people with him.
So 3 total.
3 total. Thanks.
Just clarifying.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Bad boys. What you gonna do?
I don't want to.
Who are the people with him? Are they armed?
Yeah, let's roll a couple first looks. That's a wonderful idea. Look at you know how to play.
I could see your...
The wheels turning?
Yeah, not knowing what to do, so...
Oh, the wheels spinning. Okay, fine.
What are we doing?
We're
First
rolling
look?
for the 2 people with him.
First look?
First look, yeah.
Okay.
72.
So this is person one.
We'll take it for person number 1, and if it works out to be both of them, then we'll just go with that.
Okay, 72. Sickly.
Okay.
They are there because they have to be.
Yep, they're tired. They're like, you woke my ass up for this? 20.
This is person number 2?
Just multiple descriptors. We're just throwing them out there. We'll see how it falls.
Athletic.
Which makes sense. They're tired, but they're still guards. What's next?
No, we don't know if they're guards. They're in the room with him. Doesn't mean they're guards. They could be researchers.
Oh, okay.
Or something. That's why
Okay.
I was asking if they were armed, because they
Okay.
may not even be police
next?
force. Initial disposition.
6.
Helpful.
So they're there because they have to be, but they're not happy about it. 42. Read the title of what you're doing.
Character role.
Sure. So this will be 42.
Investigator.
Ha!
That's good. Investigator. They're not a guard.
I would say more of a detective. So maybe not like heavily armored dude
Right.
at least. Okay. Anything left?
Goal.
Nope.
Aspect.
Sure. Let's do aspect. Let's do a couple aspects. 52. This is how we'll separate them.
Influential.
One of them is one of them's a captain.
The lead detective.
Yep. And 63.
Manipulative. Dirty cop.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Cerberus. Inside job.
All right. So. They're investigators, corrupt.
At least one of them is corrupt. Sickly, athletic, helpful.
All right. No, this is perfect. So, Leon sneaks up to the office. He sees that the chief is in there. He's in there with two other cops. They're again on the lighter armed side. They're not full out street cop, SWAT or anything like that. They're more of the detective command type cops, and he's talking to them about this creature, and he's talking to the dirty cop and to the captain, and he has to talk to the captain because the captain is actually in charge of the force, so to speak, like on duty. And he's saying, we need to cover this up, we need to find it, cover it up, keep it from getting out. So they're also doing their own little cover-up thing, you know? Which is good. So, let's roll action and theme to get any other maybe potential information for the conversation that's going on. 72. 71.
Protect.
42.
Health.
Yeah, so that's exactly it. So they absolutely want to help the people. Like, that is their priority. But they would like to keep this in a hush-hush. Especially considering it's the Cerberus Corporation and how everything with them is super crooked anyway. So, alright. I guess I can't really call that making progress. Alright, I'm going to try and secure an advantage. See if I can cause some form of a distraction to get them out of the room at least somewhat long enough for me to do what I need to do. If I can't secure this advantage or it doesn't work, then I'm going to have to be a little more direct.
What are you rolling?
Secure an advantage.
Yeah, what are you rolling? Edge, heart, iron, shadow, wits.
Wits would be my expertise.
Expertise, focus, observation.
Yep. Because I'm going to, like you said, try and cause a flickering of the lights or a power outage.
Some kind of distraction.
But I'm going to try and sectionalize it somewhere else. So I'll be able to go into the room and still work with a working computer. Oh no. Well, okay. I'll take it. So 2 plus my wits of 2 is a 4, which does not beat a 6, but it does beat the 3.
Okay, so you succeed. Oh, yeah, you do succeed. But you choose one. You can either take 2 momentum or add a progress on your next move. Plus 1 on your next move, not a progress move. Sorry.
I'll definitely take the plus 1 to my next move.
Okay.
Alright, so it works. They kind of see this flashing and they leave the room fairly quickly, wondering potentially maybe if it's somebody on the floor that may have overheard their conversation. I think, to be fair, I'm going to have to make a shadow roll to see if I can remain hidden from them. I think that's fair.
Okay.
Because I haven't done any of that, so. Okay. My 4 plus 3 is a 7, which beats the 6 and the 5. Yes.
Okay, on a strong hit, you are successful. Take +1 momentum.
Which I did, yes. I am now at 9 momentum.
Look at you go.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to call that marking progress as well. This probably should have been an expedition into Cerberus.
Getting into City Hall.
City Hall, but that's fine. We did it and showed different ways you can play. That's fine. Now, question is should I see if I can breach the computer and get into it, and then see if I can erase the thing, or should I just call it one roll? So I'm currently at 8 progress.
Yeah, it's 2 separate rolls. Getting in is 1.
Okay.
And
Well,
then-
getting in is that's good. It adds more opportunity for drama, but it will also give me 10 out of 10 progress. So, all right. I will then. Or is it secure an advantage? No, this is facing danger, because if I mess this up, there's a potential that.
Yeah, you're attempting something risky.
Yeah, there's a potential that things can go awry.
So what are you rolling?
I am rolling face danger using my wits. My
Okay,
expertise as
focus.
a hacker.
Yep.
Slicer.
That was a pathetic roll.
Yeah, that was bouncing all over the place, but
It was slow.
I'll take it. It's fine. My 2 plus 2 is 4, beats a 3, but does not beat an 8.
Okay, on a weak hit, you succeed, but not without a cost. Make a suffer move -1.
I'm definitely going to call that momentum.
Okay.
So, Leon pulls away from the terminal that he was using to cause the distraction, hides just down the hall as the chief and his 2 detectives emerge and proceed down the hall to investigate. Leon slips into the door before it closes, pulls up a chair, and starts doing his thing. He's most comfortable behind the screen. Anonymous, just in his comfort zone. The City Hall security system, needless to say, is quite beefy. It takes him a little while to figure out how to get around it, but eventually he does finally manage to get into the chief's computer. So we're going to call that another 2 progress, so I'm sitting at 10 out of 10, and I am going to go ahead and I'm going to make my progress roll. As long as I don't get double zeros. Alright, I got a 9 and a 5.
Fulfill your vow.
Yes. Strong hit.
Okay, on a strong hit, your vow is fulfilled. Mark a reward on your quest's legacy track per the vow's rank.
So he pulls up the footage, grimly watches the footage again of Zyphora killing some of the workers, deftly pressing his head against the wall, seemingly knowing exactly where to escape and busting right through the wall to escape into the city. Takes a deep breath, punches a few keys. The footage is corrupted and is not recognizable anymore. And the vow and the deed is done. Thank you so much for listening, watching, and tuning in alongside us as we see what adventures and troubles await these characters each episode.
Join us through this endeavor with a like and comment, subscribe, and share with someone else who may enjoy as well.
And remember, until the stars fade and the credits roll,
May your vows be strong and your sagas be epic.